Okay, so today we'll be opening up this used Purolator Bosch oil filter, number PBL14610. And I got this used Purolator Bosch oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Joseph82Kid from New Jersey. Thanks, Joseph. This oil filter was in service for 1 month, 1,002 miles, and came off of Joseph's 2004 Honda Accord. Yep, the one with the 3.0 liter V6 engine. He had replaced the engine in his car last year with a used engine, and after a few oil changes, he decided to try 20,000 miles on a Purolator 20K oil filter. I made a video out of that oil filter, and we'll put a link to that video in the descriptions. Well, shortly after that oil change, his engine lost compression and bit the dust. He now has put in another used engine, and we'll see how this Purolator Bosch oil filter looks after 1,002 miles. He was using 0W20 high performance lubricants synthetic oil during this period. So let's get started. You gotta glue the silicone, be nice and tight. Get your inner here, filtration. Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. In the date code, F11T10E1. And if we look over here, made in USA. This is a sticker on here. You get the filter number. Okay, we got 8 inlet holes. Looks to be a silicone A drain back valve. Metal core with louvers. Bypass valve down below at the dome end. 4 grooves there for threads. And this is their Puraseal. They call it a Puraseal gasket. It's ethylene acrylic gasket. Now I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Okay, and let's open this filter up and take a look at it. Alright, it's got a little bit of oil in it. Okay. Here's the base plate. Looks a little dark. I have to clean up, see what it looks like, but it's not really sledging or anything. Okay. And drain back valve. Silicone. I don't see no slits or any other tears. It's got a nice spring to it. That fits on there nice. Okay, and the filter all in it. Okay, we got a middle crimp seam right here. And I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. Alright, doesn't look too terribly dirty. Maybe Joseph got a good engine this time. Bypass valve right here. And this has a setting of 14 to 18 psi. It's metal end caps. No extra glue or anything. The pleats are nicely spaced. And this is a synthetic media with a polymer backing, polymer screen backing. Now the micron ratings, they've changed over the years. It used to be 99% at 25 microns, and they went to 99% at 46 microns. Now they don't say nothing on their website, so I don't know what the micron rating is. But well, we got a little bit of oil here. We got stamp leaf spring. It's got a nice curve to it. We still got a lot of oil in here. And coffee, anyone? Yeah, it looks pretty good, huh? Nice cup of coffee. This will wake you up in the morning. Okay, I'll put the measurements of this can up on the screen. Yeah, it feels like a pretty thick can. Yeah, it all looks good. No sludging going on in there, so that's good. And let's get the measurements of this filter element. So I got two. Geez, I don't want to focus too good there. Get that to focus. 2.67 inches wide, minus a tenth of an inch for the end caps. Hope you can see that. It's not focusing very well right there. Okay, so let me squeeze this out, stretch it out, see what it looks like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, so here's this Purolator Bosch filter all stretched out, and this filter is 40.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.98 millimeters thick. That's pretty thick stuff. It's the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at this under a microscope, you're going to see I took pictures from this sample, just one picture from this sample, and you're going to see some little carbon particles, some soot carbon particles. And you're going to see a couple of light spots also in here, which kind of surprised me. But all right, let's take a look at that picture. Okay, so as you can see, it did catch some fine little soot and carbon particles. Here's the crimp seam. It came apart when I was cutting it open. And this is the polymer backing. Polymer screen backing. It's pretty strong stuff. I mean, you can rip it, but it's still pretty strong. I doubt the force it would ever, I doubt it'd ever rip inside of an engine. And actually, there's a whole bunch of it right here. Throughout the whole filter, it backs it up. And let's take a look at this filter up close. So you can see some of the soot and carbon between the seams. It looks like a sparkly right there. Another one right there. See another one right there. There's a couple sparklies in here. But otherwise, it's kind of clean. I mean, it's a junkyard engine that he got, and I think it's a junkyard engine. Either way, it's a used engine. I don't know where he got it from, but I'm assuming that he got it from a junkyard. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so right here we got the base plate, and it still kind of stayed dark. There's some kind of, there's a little bit of grungy stuff on there, but it's smooth feeling, so that's good. You can see it on there. And the anti-drain back valve, it all looks good. We went over these components: gasket, can. You see that's pretty clean in there. Yeah, it's all nice and clean in there. Okay, and the louvers. Let's check these louvers out. Get the light here. Yeah, you can see those are opened up, no problem there. Yeah. So if it was my car, I think I'd do like a couple more short oil change intervals and then try to do like a 3,000 one or a 5,000 oil change and see how that one looks. Definitely looks a lot cleaner than the previous oil changes that he's done. And I also want to mention that Joseph has a YouTube channel called 82Kid. He has some auto related videos, so you might want to check it out. I'll put a link to his channel in the descriptions. And with that being said, I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. This filter is a lot cleaner than the filter Joseph sent me a few months ago.